Oh, hello. Good evening. Buenas tardes. How's everyone doing? Todo bien? I am really pooped. Estoy cansado because I had everything set up outside, this whole little studio of mine. Preparé todo afuera y ahorita ya viene una tormenta. So a storm is coming. So I had to quickly move everything back in. So I'm a little tired. I'm smoking this dwarf pipe. This is Este es una pipa de los El Señor de los Anillos. This is a Lord of the Rings pipe from the dwarfs. Es una pipa de los enanos. And I didn't have enough time. I'm going to have to ask my butler for a drink. Voy a pedir mi mayordomo una bebida. My man Jeeves. He always hates it when I talk like that. No me gusta. No le gusta cuando hable así. My man Jeeves, you know what I would like is a drink, a nice drink. Por favore. Ciao. Grazie mille. Alrighty. So tonight, the golden star question is, how is the date of Easter determined? ¿Cómo sabemos la fecha del domingo de Pascua? Esta es la pregunta de la Estrella de Oro para esta noche. I don't know if there's anyone chatting. ¿Hay personas en el chat? A lot of times this chat doesn't work. ¿Hay personas en el chat? Hola, Sandra. Okay, now it seems to be working. Rosa, hola. So tonight's question, because the date of Easter Sunday changes every year, right? La fecha del domingo de Pascua cambia cada año. So what determines the date of Easter Sunday? Jeeves. Thank you. Okay. Yes. So my man Jeeves, he brought me some San Pelligrino. Me trajo San Pelligrino. Pelligrino. So that means in Italian, this is some Italian water. And that means holy pilgrim. Significa un peregrino santo, right? So we're all on a pilgrimage in life. Estamos en una peregrinación hacia el cielo. We're in a pilgrimage together going to heaven, right? So this is some nice water, little bubbly water to go. I'm going to have to set this down somewhere. Meanwhile, you're looking up the date of Easter. Not the date of Easter, how they set the date of Easter, how we know what date that Easter is going to be on Easter Sunday. I'm going to tell you a little story. Mientras que están buscando cómo determinamos la fecha del domingo de Pascua, voy a contar una historia a ustedes. And it's a story that is usually reserved only to altar servers. We have altar server training. Excuse me for a moment. Like I said, I'm a little tired and I'm parched too. When we have altar server training, we talk about incense. Hablamos del incienso. And I happen to have here with me a thurible, un incensario. Right? This is a thurible. And what goes inside the thurible, it's empty right now, but you put hot coals in there. Se pone carbones de fuego caliente. And what the incense is in is what's called a boat. And this is an example of a boat. No sé cómo se llama en español, pero en inglés se llama barca. And you can kind of see that this looks like a boat. Parece como una barca. So it doesn't matter what shape they come in. Sometimes they're just circles. Sometimes they're shaped like this. They could come in a variety of shapes. Vienen, hay una variedad de estos, pero siempre se llaman como una barca de incienso. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit. But incense comes from the Latin word incendere in Latin. And that means to set a fire. Prender un fuego. So inside the boat are little granules. Let me see if I can show that. Of incense. Oh my goodness, I just poured it all over my computer. But it smells good. So if you have a high-tech TV or a device, si tienes una cosa electrónica que es moderna, you might be able to just scratch and sniff it and smell that incense there. ¿Puede oler eso? Debes rascar la televisión. So, incense means to set on fire. Prender en fuego, right? And incense is something that is expensive. Cuesta mucho. Entonces es un sacrificio a Dios. So incense is a sacrifice to God because it's something very expensive. It's also something that Jesus received as a little baby from the 3 wise men. Jesús recibió incienso como un bebé de los Reyes Magos, right? And so it's the same thing for us. We offer incense as a sacrifice to God, like beautiful flowers, como flores bonitas, es un sacrificio a Dios. And also we hear in Psalm 140, 141, depending on which Bible you're using, that it says, "Let my prayer be directed as incense in thy sight, the lifting up of my hands as an evening sacrifice. Sea puesta mi oración delante de ti como incienso, el alzar de mis manos como la ofrenda de la tarde." Está en Salmo 141. So incense is a symbol of our prayers rising up to God. Incienso es como un símbolo de nuestras oraciones a Dios. Also, incense causes a cloud. It obscures our vision. También el incienso muchas veces no podemos ver bien claramente porque es humo, ¿sí? And this reflects the mystery of God, the mystery that we can't see God completely. And we never will, even in heaven, as far as understanding and knowing God completely. Even we ourselves were mysteries to one another. Este humo refleja el misterio de Dios. También nosotros somos misterios. No podemos saber todo, conocer, no podemos conocernos completamente en esta vida, tampoco en la vida eterna. Also, when I put incense in, I'll put 3 spoonfuls. Pongo 3 cucharas de incienso. So that reflects the mystery of 3 persons of the Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, right? So las 3 cucharas son símbolos de las 3 personas de la Santísima Trinidad, el Padre, Hijo y Espíritu Santo. Okay, so now we're going to come to our story, because, you know, the altar servers will ask, well, you know, where does it come from? It smells so good and it's expensive. It must come from somewhere special. So, los monaguillos preguntan, ¿dónde se encuentra el incienso? Es algo precioso, sí, cuesta mucho y huele bien. So, this is kind of a scary story, and esta es una historia un poquito, ojalá que no tengan mucho temor, pero, so if you got your honey bunny next to you, if you got your loved one, if you got your children, if you can cuddle up close to your parents, si tienes tu amor ahí a tu lado, pueden acercarse un poquito más para escuchar esta historia. Si los niños están ahí, pueden agarrar la mano de tu mamá, tu papá. Because every 3rd full moon, cada tercera luna llena, I go to the bridge over on the Washita River, going towards Warren, right? That's on the border of Union and Bradley County, that bridge there. Cada tercera luna llena, en la puente del condado de Union y Bradley, de estos 2 condados, every 3rd full moon at midnight, underneath the bridge, cada tercera luna llena, a medianoche, debajo de la puente, there is a troll that sleeps there. Hay ¿cómo se llama? Hay un gnomo que está debajo de la puente, está durmiendo ahí. And what I do, he's a big, nasty troll. Es un gnomo que es bien feo, huele mal, apesta mal. What I do is I take this spoon and I dig in his nose, en su nariz, con esta cuchara. And what comes out are these magical boogers. Lo que sale de su nariz son estos mocos mágicos. Es curioso, ¿no? Porque huele bien. It's very curious. It's ironic that his boogers would smell so good. Okay. Oh, I need to check the chats here to see. Oh my goodness, my computer is covered with incense. It's going to smell so good, but I've got to use it here. It's the hazards of doing this live. Okay. Let me review. Rosa, determina posterior la primera luna llena. Occurs on the first Sunday after the Paschal full moon. Ring, ring, ring. Very good. So we have the spring equinox. What is it called? The vernal equinox, the spring equinox. And it's the first full moon after the spring equinox. La Semana Santa celebra el primer domingo de luna llena después del equinoccio primaveral. And we've been doing this since the Council of Nicaea in the year 325. Estamos celebrando la Pascua así desde 325 con el Concilio de Niceo. All right, Rosa, you won the Golden Star. And this is always very tricky. So you have to get ready to grab it, okay? So I want you to, oh my goodness, I'm struggling here. You got to grab it, you got to hold on to it. Debes tener la estrella bien firme. You got it? I hope you do, okay? I'm going to let go. Oh, let go. I'm going to let go, Rosa. All right. You got it? Good. Thank goodness. Oh, yeah, I have this. I had this just because, I was afraid of insects and other things that might hit me as I was sitting outside. Yo tenía miedo de insectos y otras cosas. Siento mejor, más cómodo, así, con protección. So I just have this on for protection. And, as we come up to Sunday, as we start masses again, something our bishop has really insisted on, algo que nuestro obispo exige cuando venimos a la misa, is to put on a mask. Now, not just a mask not to cover your eyes, but to cover your mouth, right? To cover your nose and your mouth, right? So, my glasses are all foggy. Nuestro obispo quiere máscaras, okay? So we use masks as we come in. Alrighty. I'm still a little pooped from running around. Congratulations, Rosa. Felicidades, Rosa. Today, this evening, esta tarde, me gustaría hablar con ustedes de los 4 objetivos de la misa. I want to talk to you about the 4 ends of the Mass, the objectives of the Mass. Why do we have Mass? 4 fines de la misa. 4 razones por qué celebramos la misa. So number 1 is adoration. Número 1 es adoración. So we come to church to give God worship, to adore Him. Venimos a la iglesia para adorar el Señor. Okay, so number 2 is thanksgiving. And número 2 es acción de gracias. Even the word Eucharist, as we already had a challenge before, what does the word Eucharist mean? Ya tuvimos un desafío de lo que significa la palabra Eucaristía. So the word Eucharist means thanksgiving. La palabra Eucaristía significa gracias, acción de gracias. So that's the second reason, the second end of the Mass. El segundo objetivo de la misa es acción de gracias. The third end of the Mass is atonement, propitiation. El tercer objetivo de la misa es expiación, propiciación, atonement, expiation, propitiation, meaning that Jesus has given his life for our salvation, que Jesucristo sacrificó su vida para nuestra salvación. And it just takes one drop of his most precious blood to save all of humanity throughout all of history. Vale una gota de la sangre de Cristo para salvar todos los seres humanos, desde el comienzo de toda la historia. The fourth end of the Mass. El cuarto objetivo de la misa es petición. The fourth end of the Mass is petition. We want to ask God for his help, for his grace, for his love. We petition God. Queremos pedir cosas, salud, su gracia. Queremos pedir cosas de Dios, a Dios. So we have those four ends: adoration, thanksgiving, atonement, and petition. Tenemos estos cuatro objetivos de la misa: adoración, acción de gracias, reparación, propiciación y petición. Now, in the traditional Latin Mass, as a priest, when we have the Gloria, when we say the Gloria or sing the Gloria, I'm instructed as a priest to bow my head at certain words. En la misa tradicional en latín, yo como sacerdote debo inclinar mi cabeza durante la misa, especialmente durante la Gloria, cuando cantamos, cuando digo la Gloria. So, what happens is, so for example, when I say the words, we praise you, we bless you, we adore you, I nod my head. Cuando digo, por tu inmensa gloria, te alabamos, te bendecimos, te adoramos, I bow my head, because adoration is the first end of the Mass, right? We come to adore God. Venimos a la iglesia a adorar al Señor. Por eso inclino la cabeza, diciendo la palabra, te adoramos. And that's something I encourage you to do also when you're at Mass. It really helps you grasp and be directed towards worshiping God. Es algo, mi consejo es, puedes hacer eso también durante la misa. Cuando decimos la palabra, adoramos, puedes inclinar la cabeza porque va a dirigir tus oraciones, tu adoración hacia el Señor. So we say, and also when we say the word Jesus Christ during the Mass, every time throughout the whole Mass, you'll see me not only not bow my head, but a little bit of the shoulders, right? It's a little more intense. It's a little more reverent. Hay más reverencia diciendo el nombre de Jesucristo, porque no solamente es la cabeza que inclina, pero también los hombros, un poquito. Jesucristo. Cada vez que digo el nombre de Jesucristo durante la misa. So that reflects the atonement, the propitiation. Este refleja el reparación, propiciación de Jesucristo, diciendo su nombre. And then later on in the Gloria, I say, you take away the sins of the world, have mercy on us. You take away the sins of the world, receive our prayer. Digo, tú que quitas el pecado del mundo, ten piedad de nosotros. Tú que quitas el pecado del mundo, atiende nuestra súplica. So this reflects petition, right? Receive our prayer. We're asking God, receive our prayer. Estamos diciendo, atiende nuestra súplica. Este refleja el cuarto objetivo de petición. As we come back to Mass, cuando venimos a la iglesia, try to remember these four ends of the Mass and make your focus on God, because we have the temptation to think of ourselves. We think, what am I going to get out of Mass? I'm coming here to listen to the Word of God, even to receive Holy Communion. It's about me. But the Mass is not about you or me. It's about God. La misa no es, el enfoque no debe ser, yo voy a venir a la misa, quiero ir a la misa para escuchar la palabra de Dios, para comulgar. Esta manera de pensar es solamente de mí, yo, lo que yo quiero. Pero debemos mirar hacia el Señor y decir, no, la misa es para Jesús. Es totalmente de Jesús. So a question would be, would you come to Mass even if you couldn't receive Holy Communion? Because I've heard, even online, seen people write this. They say, well, if I can't receive Holy Communion, what use is it going to Mass? Escuché, y también está escrito de unas personas diciendo, bueno, si no puedo comulgar, ¿por qué ir a la misa? But that's a whole misunderstanding of what the whole Mass is. It's an action primarily of God. Este es como ignorancia de lo que la misa es. La misa no es lo que nosotros estamos haciendo, es la acción de Dios. So it's Jesus's perpetual sacrifice to God. La misa es el sacrificio perpetuo a Dios. And we get to participate in his perpetual sacrifice. Nosotros estamos invitados a participar en el sacrificio perpetuo de Jesucristo. So some practical ways of getting ready for Mass is to come early, to prepare yourself in silence before Mass, and to give thanksgiving after Mass, to stay in silence a little bit. Unas maneras de prepararse para la misa es venir temprano, rezar en silencio y después de la misa rezar dando gracias a Dios. And then we can exit the church in silence because other people are going to take longer praying and speak outside. Podemos salir de la iglesia en silencio porque hay otras personas que están rezando y están tomando su tiempo de rezar, dando gracias a Dios, y luego podemos hablar afuera. Okay. We have the throwing star challenge. The throwing star question. Este es la estrella. Tengo una pregunta. How do you say the word crown in Latin? ¿Cómo se dice la palabra? Oh, I think I would just give it away if I said it in Spanish. I didn't think this through. Lo siento, pero ustedes no pueden jugar con eso en español, porque es tan fácil. Como se dice en latín, esta palabra, porque es la misma palabra en latín y español. Lo siento, disculpe. Rosa, very good. Again, we've got the Corona. Very good. So you win the throwing star challenge. And you notice today it's blue because today is a Marian day. It's a Marian day. And we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. But first, I have a guest with me. And that was part of the announcement, was that we have a special guest. Tengo un invitado especial conmigo. And he's come out of quarantine, salió de cuarentena. And he actually comes from the Washita River. Viene del Río Washita. So sometimes he's on the Union County side, sometimes he's on the Bradley county side. A veces está en el él está en el lugar, el lado del condado de Union, otras veces está en el lado del río del condado de Bradley. But some of you, I think, probably will recognize him. He was here a couple years ago with us. Pienso que algunos de ustedes van a reconocer mi amigo porque estuvo aquí hace unos años. So his name is Rabies. Se llama Rabia. So he's Rabies the Otter. Rabia la nutria. So let me move this camera here. So I had everything prepared outside, but this is a little awkward now to get everything here. Okay. Rabies, Rabia, you can come out. Hello, everybody. I'm Rabies. Okay, now Rabies, you need to be quiet because Kermit the Sock and his twin brother are asleep in my drawer. Okay, mi calcetín Kermit está durmiendo con su gemelo en el cajón. Entonces debes hablar en bajo voz, okay, baja voz. Father, I can't help myself. I'm just so excited to be free. No! Rabies, you bit me. Oh, no. What have I done? Well, it was just a nibble. But when you go to the hospital, you make sure that that you got rabies, and not that you got something else like the beer bug. Oh, rabies. Él cree que cuando me voy al hospital que escriben que tengo rabia y no tengo el virus. I should know better. With you, Rabies, you're a wild animal. Le dije que debo saber mejor que invitar a un animal salvaje en mi casa. Well, I thank you kindly, Father, for the invite. It is great to be out of the swamp, away from the nasty troll that lives under the bridge. He reeks like nobody's business. Me dijo que está agradecido por la invitación porque el gnomo quien vive debajo de la puente apesta mal. Yeah, Rabies, pay attention here. Are there people out there? Oh, Rabies. Okay, you know that God, He can always transform the most nasty, worst parts of us into something pleasing to Him. Digo que Dios siempre puede transformar las partes más desagradables y peores de nosotros en algo agradable para Él. Well, amen to that, Padre. Well, Rabies, I'm glad you're here for a little while, and I hope we get to have a vacation Bible school this summer. Maybe you can make another appearance and visit again then. Estoy contento que Él está aquí y ojalá que tengamos el estudio bíblico para los niños este verano. Tal vez puede regresar para visitar otra vez. I would like that very much. Just ask those kiddos not to pull my tail. Dijo que le gustaría regresar, pero que yo les pida a los niños que no jalen o tiren su cola. Okay, Rabies. We're going to see you later. Ciao for now, pilgrims. Remember, pray for Rabies. Keep Rabies in your prayers that that the ugly troll doesn't eat poor rabies? Please, pretty please. Bye-bye. All right, so we got Rabies here. I'm excited to have him. It's been a couple years since we've seen him. Hace unos años que hablamos con Rabies. So today is May the 13th. It's a Marian day. It's Our Lady of Fatima. Hoy es el 13 de mayo. Es el día de Nuestra Señora de Fátima. Right? So as a good nagging mother, como una madre regañona, I'm going to ask you a question. Have you prayed your rosary today? Como una madre regañona, ¿cómo se dice? Regañona, ¿has rezado el rosario hoy? You know, we talked about Easter based upon the first full moon. Hablamos del Pascua, es el domingo después de la primera luna llena. And Mary can be seen as the moon. Podemos tener la Virgen María como un símbolo, como la luna. And why is that? Because Jesus is the light of the world. Jesucristo es la luz del mundo. And Mary reflects Jesus' light. La Virgen María refleja la luz de Cristo. So sometimes, well, almost always, when you look at the sun, it's hard to see. You can't even see it without some type of dark covering. No podemos ver directamente al sol. But you could spend all night, if the moon is out, looking at the moon, laying on the grass, just staring at the moon. Podemos ver toda la noche la luna. So we look to Mary, and she always guides us to Jesus. Podemos ver la Virgen María, mirar hacia ella, y para ver el reflejo de Jesús. Okay, so we started this Fireside Chat. Comenzamos esta charla del fuego. We are talking about incense, burning hot coals, incense. Hablamos del incienso. And if you pay attention to the readings coming up, pretty much starting now till the end of Easter, you're going to hear more and more about the Holy Spirit coming in Pentecost. Comenzando en estos días, en las lecturas de la misa, vamos a escuchar más y más del Espíritu Santo, porque estamos más cercanos a Pentecostés. So the question for us is, are we on fire? Una pregunta para nosotros. ¿Estamos ardiendo con las llamas de fuego dentro de nuestros corazones? Where are you on your pilgrimage? ¿Dónde estás en tu peregrinación? Let's pray for one another. Vamos a rezar uno por el otro. And I hope you have a great evening. Ojalá que tengan una buena tarde. So if anyone's around after I end the stream here, you can, if you have any questions or comments or anything, especially for this upcoming week, you can stay on the chat, online chat. Si tienen preguntas, dudas o algo, voy a estar en la charla, en los comentarios a un lado. God bless you. Que Dios los bendiga.